Welcome to Sistah's Place Inspiration and Entertainment Show interviews with authors, celebs, and much more with hostesses Latrice Carter and Selena Haskins.
Welcome to Sistah's Place, all the way from Chicago. I am Latrice Carter.
Welcome to Sistah's Place, all the way from Washington, D.C. I am Selena Haskins.
All right. Our show today will feature an author showcase interview with my one and only co-host, writer, and author, Selena Haskins. She will be talking about her latest novella, Home is This Way. We will have our entertainment news, book room, Black history highlights, and sisters conversations that y'all definitely want to chime in on that.
All right. That was a great introduction, Latrice. You know, we're really looking forward to our Black History segment today. Speaking of which, we would like to give our condolences to Jeanette Dubois' family. Jeanette played Winona on the popular 70s sitcom Good Times. She plays an important part in Black history by being on a show that expressed the highs and lows of urban life. Her co-hosts on the show, Bernadette Stannis and Janet Jackson, have both said her spirit was just as bubbly and positive in real life as it was on set. That's how we should all be, a happy, positive people supporting one another. Speaking of support, we're going to take a quick commercial break and share a product from a Black-owned business.
All right now, and now a word from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a product to help better your skin? Try Body Butter Blends. Body Butter Blends is a skincare company that uses natural, raw materials to heal, restore, moisturize, and protect your skin. Body Butter Blends products include sea salt body scrub, infused body and hair oils, body butters, lip balms, goat milk body wash, moisturizing beard balm, and beard oil. Body butter fragrances are also exotic, sensual, playful, clean, and tropical. Visit Body Butter Blends at www.bodybutterblends.com for your skincare needs.
All right, and they got something for both sexes, men and women. Y'all check that out. All right, up next is our author interview with Selena. We're going to talk about her latest novella. So, Selena, tell us about Home is This Way. And by the way, y'all, I read this book. It is very good.
Thanks, Latrice.
You're welcome.
Home is This Way. It's a story about two lifelong friends, Billy Joe and Elaine Porter, who grew up in a small town called Whatnot, Georgia. Billy Joe grew up a tomboy with an angelic voice but a mean left hook, and Elaine was a dentist's daughter with a wild side. The two of them were opposite but very close, starting with Billy Joe, she happens to be Black, and Elaine happens to be white, and this is during the time of the Jim Crow laws where being friends outside of the white race was kind of frowned upon. Billy Joe and Elaine experienced many trials together as well as individually, but their trials drew them closer until in their later years they had a falling out because of something that happened, so they part ways. So ultimately, it's up to them to decide whether or not they're going to rekindle their friendship after all these years.
Oh, wow, yes. So who is your favorite character in this novella?
You know, I like them both. Billy Joe is funny, blunt, and quick-tempered, while Elaine is a bit scatterbrained with a wild side but very caring. I think their characters may remind readers of the movie Thelma and Louise.
Yes, I can see that.
it now, right?
I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, I can actually see that. Girl, yes. So what inspired you to write this particular short story?
Well, my previous books, they covered some heavy topics like urban life, poverty, abuse, losing loved ones, and so forth. So I felt compelled to show a lighter side of my artistic expression and also who I am. I love a good laugh. And I just felt like this book will give readers not only something to laugh about, but of course I leave them with the usual thought-provoking gems to kind of meditate on too.
Okay. So you have written several books. Do you have a favorite out of all the books that you've written?
My first book, A River Moves Forward, that's going to always be my baby. Like Mariah Carey, you always be my baby. I mean, because it covers so much, and I think like many families will be able to relate to it. And it's historical fiction, family saga, mystery, and romance kind of all wrapped up in one book. So that one's my favorite.
Okay. So what's next for you?
I'm actually writing a screenplay for it. Yep, a screenplay for A River Moves Forward. And my concept or my idea is to write it so that I can, hopefully get representation to do a movie for it or for it to turn into like a TV series. Whichever happens first, I'll take it.
Okay. Hey, look, I like that. And by the way, everybody, I did say I read Home is This Way, and my favorite character is Billy Joe. She reminded me so much of an aunt of mine, and one of my favorite aunts. So I could really relate to her, and and she's from the South, so it kind of just brought back so many memories. So I really, really, truly enjoyed this story, Selena. You did an awesome job.
Oh, thank you so much, Latrice. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. And I did read her other book, too, y'all, and I got her poetry book, too. See, I was just bratting on, but, she'll talk more about that later. But anyway, all right now. All right, so our next segment is our entertainment news. And I wanted to talk about, I know everybody saw the All-Star game last weekend. I've been talking about it all week. So I want to know, what did y'all think about Chaka Khah singing the national anthem at the All-Star game? Did she tear it up or did she tear it down? I'll share a video of her singing it on our group page on Facebook, and y'all let us know y'all thoughts. So my thoughts are, and Selena will share hers as well, my thoughts is when I heard her sing, it started out like my mama and her sisters would sing that old Southern spiritual, right? And and then it went to remind me of that aunt who might have had a few drinks.
Yeah.
So, I get it. I get it that she had to put a twist on the song. I get it, y'all. But I have to be honest, the best version of the national anthem was by Whitney Houston, hands down. Okay? Selena, what do you think? Did she tear it down or what? I mean, tear it down or did she tear it up?
She tore it down because she sounded tore up from the flow up. I love me some Chaka Khah. I do.
Me too. Don't get us wrong. We love her. We do. We do. We love her to pieces.
And she's Chicago, homegrown for you, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's her hometown. So, but Chaka, she's still a diva. She's still, my top 10 favorite female R&B singers. But that anthem was almost like, oh my goodness. Like, I know she was, like Latrice said, trying to put her own soulful spin on it. It just didn't work for her. I don't think that was the song that would fit Chaka's voice.
Right.
So that's not her singing style. So to try to turn it into something soulful, it's just not that kind of song. It's just not.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So,
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, I can see, Latrice, why you said Whitney Houston was the best person to sing it, because her style of singing is pop. That kind of song is not pop. It's not really, but it's not soulful either. No disrespect, but I'm just saying you need a certain type of voice to sing a song like that. That's all.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what's hot in movies to see? So I'm going to start backwards. So I saw Harriet. I didn't see Harriet when it first came out. I actually saw Harriet in February on demand. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I was so excited to see her story, because there was some stuff about her that I did not know. I did not know she was that she led the army. She led an army brigade or troop. And I was like, just to watch that particular scene when she was on the ships with all those soldiers and watched all those people run to them was absolutely, it was breathtaking.
Yes.
And she lived a long life. I can truly see how she got the name Moses.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we all been waiting for some years. I don't know if y'all saw it yet, but Bad Boys 3, oh my goodness. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And there's a twist at the end that kind of make you wonder, like, oh my goodness, is it going to be a spinoff with? Now, Selena, did you see the movie before I say something? Say what I'm about to say.
I didn't see it, but you can go ahead and say it. I'm probably one of those rare people who did not follow the Bad Boys trilogy, so to speak. So,
okay.
No, I know. I do like Will Smith and I do like Martin. But the Bad Boys movies, they just aren't my type of movies.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say there's a spinoff at the end where there's a twist where he had to arrest his son, this child that he never knew about, this child who was trying to kill him, because of his mother. And at the end there's a twist where he went to jail. He arrested his son. He didn't want to kill his son because his son was trying to kill him. So when he found out that this son, he did the math in his head, and I was like, wow, this is going to be good. They put a twist where him and Mike work together. Oh, my God, that's going to be awesome. And then the latest movie that just came out last week was Photography, and it's directed and written by a black woman. You guys, it stars Issa Rae and a bunch of other folks, Lil Rel. You guys got to go see it. I haven't seen it. We're going to go see it this weekend. So I just want to throw that out there for you guys to go see that. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Selena?
Now, that is my type of movie right there. I plan to go see it. I'm just a hopeless romantic, guys. Don't be mad at me. I just, I'm for the romance and the romantic comedies, that kind of thing.
Okay, all right. Sisters Conversations, we about to get deep, y'all. All right now, Selena.
All right. So, speaking of entertainment, there was a lot of talk in recent weeks regarding Gale King's interview with Lisa Leslie in regards to the late Kobe Bryant. Our condolences to the Bryant family as well.
Yes.
Now, Gale King received a lot of social media backlash for asking Lisa Leslie how she felt about Kobe Bryant's rape case in which he was never convicted of. fans around the world felt so angry by her questions that some people called her out of her name and left threatening video messages for her, including rapper Snoop Dogg. Although Snoop Dogg would later apologize for his video and remarks, other journalists defended Gale King and her questions about Kobe Bryant. Now, personally speaking, I know it's hard to be a journalist, especially these days when we live in a highly sensitive society.
Right.
You have to tread lightly when it comes to asking the tough questions that most people would shy away from, but would still want to know the answers to as well. However, having watched the video in its entirety, I felt the question came from left field. It didn't fit in line with the way or the direction that the show was going in. It literally felt out of place. And the tone in which the follow-up question was asked, I felt it was a bit interrogating and inappropriate in light of the fact that many fans of Kobe and also his family were still, and they probably still are now, in a fragile grieving stage, you know. Nevertheless, for people to threaten her life based on questions she asked, that too was wrong. So, two wrongs don't make a right. So hopefully Gale learned from this, CBS, her network learned from this, and also the fans. Latrice, what did you think when that happened?
Well, the thing that, I was upset because I did get upset with Gale because I felt the timing was complete it's just out of order because here it was, he hadn't been gone, his death hadn't even been 2 weeks. And it's just disrespectful, in my opinion, to talk about a man and ask a question about someone who is not here to defend himself. And then the subject matter is old, it's, more than 10 years old, and he was exonerated from it. There were no charges. So, and I get what everyone is coming from in regards to, oh, she's a journalist, she was just doing her job. No, it didn't fit the interview. The topic, it just came out of left field, like you said, and I think it was very disrespectful to the Bryant family as well as to the fans, because not only is the Bryant family grieving, so are the fans, because this was like, it was hard, it was tough, and my heart and my prayers still go out to the Bryant family. The network, in my opinion, I think the network figured, okay, he made us money back in the day. He is no longer here to make us money, so we're going to tarnish his name. I think that was a tactic to tarnish his name, his legacy, which is unfair. And he's not here to defend himself. So, and the threats that happened, okay, we all get mad, but I didn't go threaten her. That was just wrong, and I'm glad Snoop Dogg apologized, but it went left. I mean, that whole circumstance went left, and I'm praying and hoping that Gale does really learn from this. I don't want us as a people to tear our black men down after they're gone. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Give them a chance to defend themselves. Don't do it after they've departed this world. If you had a problem or you really wanted to have a conversation, then she should have had an interview. Kobe was doing many interviews before he passed, So
he really was. He sure was.
He was doing many interviews. And that was the
thing. You know what? You hit the nail on the head, and it made me think about this point. The fact that Gale had interviewed R. Kelly, I think they were kind of piggybacking off of that, and they were hoping to get something out of it in the same way, and it backfired.
Yep.
It backfired.
It definitely backfired. And like you said, I hope she learns a lesson from this. Yes, being in journalism, you have to ask those tough questions. But this wasn't a question to ask 2 weeks after this man had passed.
It wasn't.
It was just wrong.
And one
I
person
know.
said, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Latrice.
And so, and I know people are going to be coming at us like, well, it's about the movement. It can be about the movement, but that person needs to be here to defend themselves. That's only fair. You can't tarnish a person and go after a person and they can't say anything.
Right.
You have to be fair. The movement has to be fair. Yes, women are victims. Yes, to the, I respect the Me Too movement, but there has to be a limit. There has to be a line. And right now, Gale crossed that line.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
You had some journalists or people that were saying that, there were other parts in the media that had mentioned the situation with Kobe's rape trial.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, put it this way, and I'm just keeping it 100 because I don't know any other way to be.
Right.
Any person that you read about, you can anticipate them mentioning something bad that happened in that person's life when he passed away. It's just like it's like they never forget.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for our people to engage in that and kind of heed that negativity, I think that is why Gale received that type of response. Again, I don't condone it, but when you are mentioning something like that, when people are at such a fragile state, they expect you to support them, not go with everybody else, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Don't do that to your own people. So
right. We got to stop tearing each other down when we at our lowest. That's what I felt this was. It was a tactic to tear him down at his lowest. And his family, of course, were the victims because they had to hear this. They had to, relive something. And unfortunately, he couldn't come through the door and defend himself. So you have people. So that's where all his fans and others and friends came back and and shot at Gale. But like you said, I don't condone the threats and everything, but there was a way to handle this, and that way should have been 3 weeks ago, 4, maybe a month ago. You should have sat down with Kobe and had a conversation, put it like that.
Exactly.
So we'll leave that. We'll drop that right there, and you guys can let us know in the group chat what you think. People are still talking about it, how you felt, and we'll drop it there. And again, Selena and I send out our prayers and our condolences to the Bryant family. We know it's going to take time. He was a great, there's no other Kobe Bryant out there in this world. He was truly a gift to us, and he will be remembered and honored. So that leads us into our Black History Facts segment. Madam C.J. Walker was the first U.S. woman to become a self-made millionaire. And I know all of you have heard this before, but guess what? Her story is coming to television. It's coming out in March, and I will have the honor to interview the director who has directed this movie. Her name is Demaine Davis. I've interviewed her on the show before, and I am super excited to hear about Madam C.J. Walker's story coming to film. So make sure you guys come back and catch us on March 14th. I will be interviewing Director Dumaine Davis about doing the Madam C.J. Walker story. It's time that our stories, our true stories, come to life. So look, I'm excited to see that. What about you, Selena?
Oh, I am. When you first told me about it, I said, what? I said, go ahead, Latrice. I'm excited. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you nailed that one.
Absolutely.
Because I like to know a little bit more, about Madam C.J. Walker myself. So.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
She's an inspiration to us because, she was a self-made millionaire back in a time era where Black people weren't looked upon to be, to have money.
Right.
She did her thing, and I'm so excited. So what we're going to learn is not what we've seen, that limited information in history books. This is her story from her descendants, her notes, her, which is going to be wonderful to see. Just like they did with Harriet, they told a side of the story about Harriet Tubman that we didn't know in the history books. So this month, so this shows Black history, inspiration, Harriet Tubman, Madam C.J. Walker, Kobe Bryant. He is a part of our Black history. So
that's true.
Yeah. So then you got any Black history facts out? I know yours was Janet Du Bois. Did you have any others that you wanted to share?
Yeah, Leonard Bailey. He invented the folding beds. I didn't know that, and he used those folding beds. The military used those folding beds, and also the rapid stamping machine. And his patents are still used down to this day because you think about it. Folding beds fold. Oh. So that that basic initial patent that he started, we got all these sleeping on the beds now and everything. And it's all it's all based off of his patent, though. It's all based off of his patent. And another known Black history fact is Alexander Miles. Now, I just learned about him due to my son's history project. And Alexander Miles invented the automatic elevator doors. He said it so that they can open and shut. Because remember in the early 1800s, an elevator conductor had to manually open and close the doors. He created a patent of mechanism so that the doors would automatically open and shut on their own, so that if an elevator conductor forgot to close the doors, that was a safety hazard back then. So by setting up the doors to open and close automatically, you don't have to worry about, well, sometimes you do. But the point is, never getting stuck in between floors, and the doors should open and close on their own. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's those little patents that we don't think about that were so innovative, it trickles down to our day. So yeah,
absolutely.
Little Black known facts.
Okay, see y'all learned something today. Hello. Okay, so we have our book room, and our book room, what we do in our book room, we introduce a book that we've read or a book that we recommend, and it also can be a new book release and that we recommend to our listeners. And I have two books that I want to recommend to our listeners. One that I'm currently reading is by Chris Tia Donaldson. This is a test, What Breast Cancer Taught Me About Faith, Love, Hair, and Business. I'm currently reading this book, and for all those women like myself who were diagnosed with breast cancer or recent breast cancer survivor like me, this book is inspiring, and it will help empower you because going through treatment can be tough. It can be hard. It can be depressing. So you definitely want to pick this up. You will not be disappointed. I am super excited. I'm almost done reading her book. I just got it on Monday, and I'm almost finished. Praise the Lord. Also, one of my favorite authors who was featured on our December magazine cover, Sistah's Place, is Kimberla Lawson Robbie. She has a new nonfiction book out, complete opposite of what you all are used to her writing, and it's called The Woman God Created You to Be. And I suggest that you go ahead and grab your copy because this woman I've talked to her, the interview that I did with her, had the pleasure of talking with her. I can't wait to read her book. I will let y'all know. I will be posting it up in the group as well. I'll let y'all know after I finish reading it as well, my thoughts and what I take from it. Selena, what about you?
I have a few too, and one that I just started, one that I just finished, I'm sorry. I read Morris Day's On Time. You know, we had Lost Prince not long ago, and Morris Day,
right.
shared his thoughts and feelings, what it was like being a member of the time. And I really enjoyed it. And Morris Day is really funny. He's a really funny guy.
Really?
Yeah, he is a really funny guy. I enjoyed that book a lot.
Hello? Hello? All right, it seems like maybe Selena's call may have dropped. I'll give her a chance to chime back in regards to the show. She was talking about her favorite books, and we both know that when you have read a really good book, you can recommend that and to friends and family. Let me just reach out to her and let her know. I think her call dropped. But anyway, closing remarks on the show. I just want to tell you all, give yourself permission to love, forgive, and be happy. Life is too short to hold on to the past. Let it go, and you can live your best life. That's my.
Hey, Latrice.
Hey, girl.
Sorry about that.
I was like, I know your call dropped, so I was reading my closing show remarks.
Oh man.
No, don't worry. So go ahead. I know you were talking about Morris Day. The book that you read.
Yeah. His book was, and then a new author I read, one of DC's own, Tiffany D. Jackson's Allegedly, If You Like Mystery. And now I just started reading Michelle Mitchell's latest book. I like Michelle. It's called Could Have Been. I enjoy Michelle's work. And then I pre-ordered Barbara Jo's latest book. You know Barbara Jo, I see you tag her a lot, Latrice.
Yes.
That new one coming out, Loving My Daddy to Death, which is going to be kind of different for Barbara Jo, since she typically writes women's fiction. This one sounds like it's going to be a mystery, but I just finished her last book, which was good, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, those are the book recommendation, guys. We will give you guys book recommendations and stuff that we're reading that you can pick up and read yourself. Be inspired. Be empowered. Read a book. Reading is good for you.
And read our books, right, Latrice?
Yeah, and read our book, Deceitful Secrets. I'm writing the next series, Truth and Lies. But I'm also, God placed it in my heart, which is why Truth and Lies got paused. You have to listen to that voice. I've been writing for the last 2 weeks, Pearls. It's called Pearls of Wisdom. And I think it had a lot to do with everything that I've been through. So there's a chapter on forgiveness. There's a chapter on pressing forward. There's a chapter on hope. There's a chapter on self-love. There's a chapter on confidence. There's 10 chapters, and it's very heartwarming. It's inspirational, and it's hope for the soul is the subtitle. Pearls of Wisdom, Inspiration, and Hope for the Soul. So I've been literally writing every day, and it's so empowering, so encouraging, and I think that book is being birthed because of everything that I've been through this last 8 months. So yeah, this journey is been rewarding because it allows you to discover who you truly are. So like I said, give yourself permission to love, forgive, and be happy. Life is too short to hold on to the past. Let it go so that you can live your best life.
Yeah. Yeah, I always remember, in harmony with Latrice's sentiments there. Latrice is a soldier. You're a soldier, Latrice, and I admire your perseverance and all that you have been through. So I can't ignore that and be selfish and share my own thoughts. I do want to say that it is a blessing that we're even having this conversation together, because you were a fighter in your process of dealing with breast cancer, and that kind of hit home for my household as well. So I definitely can relate to all that you have been through, and that's why I tried to send you some gems to stay encouraged.
Thank you so much for that.
And, I want everyone to remember, and this was what was shared with me many years ago, how you think is how you will feel. So try to think positive, and it will reflect on the outside. Remember, attitude is a choice. So choose to be happy and choose to be positive.
Amen. I got to say amen on that right there, y'all. I'm sorry. Very true, very true. Today's show was sponsored by Body Butter Blends. Make sure y'all visit their website, www.bodybutterblends.com. They have something for women and men. Body Butter Blends is a skincare company that uses natural, raw materials to heal, restore moisture, and protect your skin. Check them out, y'all. Now, each week, each show, we have, Selena and I have our own little mantra, and we like to share that with y'all because we want to inspire you, encourage you, motivate you, give you hope. So I want to let you know this. This is my mantra. You were born with a gift. It's time to release your gift from bondage.
Yes. You can achieve any goal that you set for yourself. But in order to achieve that goal, you have to take the first step, and you have to let courage motivate you to take that first step, because that's where it starts. No one can climb a mountain without taking the first step. And once you do, just keep climbing until you reach the top. Like the song, keep rising to the top.
All right. Now, I like that song too. So make sure you guys follow Sistah's Place on social media and all of our social media channels. Follow me, Latrice Carter, and Selena Haskins on all social media. Selena is Books by Selena, and I am just Latrice C, LeTrisec on social media. Leave your comments on our show, and make sure you follow us on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and the Spreaker Radio Network, and Google Podcasts, Podchaser, Pod Addict, Deezer. We are available on all these streaming channels, y'all. So if you missed the show, if you can't catch it on Spreaker, if you missed today's show, guess what? You can pull us up, Sistah's Place on Spotify. You can pull us up on YouTube. You can pull us up on iHeart. And for all of us iPhones, iTunes, iTunes, baby. Apples.
That's right. That's right.
So, if you would like to be on our show, send an email to latrice@sistersplace.com for more details on how you can book your interview or sponsor or advertise on our show. And visit our website at www.sistersplace.com, sistahsplace.com. And you can visit my website, latricecarter.com, LETRISE, Carter, CARTER.com, and also visit my co-host, Selena Haskins' website at www.booksbyselena.com. Hey, that's our show today. Make sure y'all check us out again on March 14th. Selena, you got anything you want to say to the people?
You guys make sure you go out and download my book, Home is This Way. It's only $1, guys. Come on. A donut costs you more than that. So please support a sister. Hit that download button on your Kindle device this weekend. You know it's cold outside, and you're probably looking for something fun and entertaining to read. So Home is This Way. Look for me on Amazon and check out my other books too, as well as Latrice Carter.
Yes, Deceitful Secrets. Got a twist at the end, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
See, look at you, telling the story. You guys go check it out. It's good. It's good.
All righty. Until next time, I am Latrice Carter from Chicago, signing off. And
all right. And I'm Selena Haskins from D.C. You guys enjoy your weekends.
Be blessed. All right.
Bye-bye.